Good afternoon, Cardinals, and welcome to our first live broadcast of the semester. I'm Leah Hill.
And I'm Candace Garner. Well, Cardinals, if you haven't noticed by now, construction to tear down our beloved Marion Hall has begun. Joshua Owen has more on the story.
The Marion Hall, which has been a gathering place for students for many years, is coming down. We went out to see how students are reacting to its destruction.
Well, I'm kind of sad to see it go, but I think that the construction of the new Marion is going to be an improvement. The old Marion Hall was just kind of cramped and it was dated, so I'm really happy to see that we're moving forward.
I mean, it's going to be a pain for a while because that entire thing being taken down is a lot of the school area, but it needed a good renovation. The place was falling apart.
Oh, it's sad. I mean, it's only my second year, but I lived on campus last semester, and it was really I spent every day there. It was crazy. So it's kind of weird to see it, kind of crazy to see it being destroyed.
It was a good place as far as a lot of the students just hang out and just take the edge off, of maybe studying. Talking to other alumni, I know they spent a lot of time there. Me personally, I haven't really spent much time there. I mean, it's unfortunate that I won't get to have that experience that the alumni before me got to spend in.
Eventually, a new Marion Hall will replace the old one, and more memories will be made. I'm Joshua Owen with UIWtv.
Thanks, Joshua. It's sad to see the Marion Hall go down. Lots of memories were made there, but I know UIW students will enjoy the new Future Student Center. Up next, we will take a look at Meet the Mission, where students got involved with the San Antonio community to make it a better place.
We attended Meet the Mission, an event organized and sponsored by the Office of Mission and Ministry here at UIW. We spoke with founder Harold Verdinsky about this annual outreach event.
There are many, really. The primary point is to get students involved in doing community service. Secondarily, it improves students along academic lines, leadership lines, self-esteem lines, and it builds a better relationship between faculty and student in the classroom.
Rodinsky talked about how he adopted the idea from a similar event held at DePaul University in Chicago. He also mentioned how the event continues to grow every year.
The first year we did it, we counted generously about 125 students. This year they're counting 400 students, which is just amazing. It really is amazing.
We spoke with Jim DeHogue about how Meet the Mission is helping out the Unicorn Center.
Unicorn Center is a program that cares for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. We help people develop skills that they need to have work out in the community. Here at the day program, people are working, enjoying life, learning the skills to become independent, productive, and included in the community.
Along with the Unicorn Center, Meet the Mission helps improve other charitable organizations such as the Ronald McDonald House, the Refugee Retreat Center, and the San Antonio Clubhouse. For more information about Meet the Mission, be sure to check them out at www.uiw.edu. I'm Kyle Wolf, reporting for UIWtv.
Meet the Mission!
Thanks, Kyle. It's always great seeing students lend a helping hand and give back to the community. The Alamo City Film Festival gathered filmmakers to show off their creative work. We move to the red carpet where Carissa Winhell has more on the story.
Hey Cardinals, we're here on the red carpet for the inaugural Alamo City Film Festival, where filmmakers are showing their documentaries, short films, and feature films.
Yeah, it's awesome, to be, the Comic-Con's been going on for a long time, but to actually have the films here this year, and being the first year and the first film, it's an honor,
Former Mayor Henry Cisneros and City Councilman Roberto Trevino also showed their support for the event by introducing the first films of the day. We had a chance to ask them about the importance of film and the future of pop culture in San Antonio.
Film qualifies as great literature. Some of the great evocative stories of sort of the human narrative occur in film. But beyond that, film provides content, and content is king.
Our greatest treasure is history, and history is a telling of stories. And you know, what better way to tell a story than through film, through education, through these kind of events. And so I think it's important for college students to know that the City of San Antonio supports these kind of efforts.
This is right at the heart of where we want to go as a city. And film, for many people, is, I would say, the dominant participation in the culture of the United States and the world.
It's been a great day for film in San Antonio. We talked to directors, filmmakers, and actors. For more coverage on the Alamo City Film Festival, check out our YouTube channel. Reporting for UIWtv, I'm Carissa Rangel.
Thank you, Carissa. This event had a great turnout. Now here's Valerie Lopez with our world news.
Today marks Pope Francis' third day in the U.S. Pope Francis celebrated the first Holy Mass of the canonization on U.S. soil. Outside of the Basilica of the National Shrine of the Immaculate Conception, the Pope was ready to listen to the hopes and dreams of the American people. During his 6-day visit in the U.S., he will also be visiting New York and Philadelphia. Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker is the second Republican presidential candidate to drop out of the race. Walker held a press conference to announce he is ending his White House bid. Sources say that Walker's campaign donations dried up after poor debate performances. Volkswagen CEO Martin Winterkorn has resigned due to the emissions cheating scandal. Volkswagen cheated on emissions tests on about 500,000 diesel vehicles. They now face more than 30 lawsuits and will also face criminal charges. The automaker says they will set aside more than $7 billion to cover the cost of this scandal. Apple is celebrating its most successful iPhone update ever, the iOS 9. The company says that more than half of all iPhone users have updated their phones. New features include the power-saving mode, a smarter Siri, and better Apple Maps. It is known to take up less space than the last operating system. This is Valerie Lopez reporting for UIWtv.
Thank you, Valerie. We'll be back with entertainment news, The Word, after these messages.
My name is Blake. I received a heart transplant when I was 2 weeks old. I play defense for the Red Hot Tornadoes. The best part about playing soccer is that I get to run around and have fun. Just because I had a heart transplant, I don't expect people to take it easy on me. I can still do anything they can do. Sometimes my heart starts pounding like faster and faster as I go. I know I have someone else's heart inside me. It makes me feel happy because someone was generous enough to give me a second chance to live. I feel like it's my responsibility to live each day to the fullest. And the thing I look forward to the most is having my own family.
This gift of life was made possible by an organ donor. Imagine what you could make possible. Learn more and sign up as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Go to organdonor.gov.
Hello, Cardinals. I'm Paige Wolf.
And I'm Nani Melendez-Lopez.
This month, we remembered those who were affected by 9/11.
Yes, we did. In addition to remembering, local members of the San Antonio community held their 7th annual 9/11 tribute to help raise money and awareness for those affected.
UIWTV's own Joshua Owen has more on the story.
For the last 7 years, Sam's Burger Joint has held a 9/11 tribute show. And this year, we managed to get an interview with 2 of its organizers.
It's pretty much, you know, we titled it "We Will Never Forget." It's kind of just in remembrance of what happened, you know, September 11th. And it's a way for us just to kind of put ourselves, you know, out in the public so people can, you know, about, you know, hey, we do other stuff and when we do fundraisers and things to help our own. And so we put this together to kind of showcase firefighters in our department that all, you know, are musicians and play music, and you know, really get us out there in the public and see that we do other stuff, and you know, try to do it for a good cause.
That were in the fire department that are also musicians that approached us about doing it, and I mean, it's one of those things that's good to support those people that are helping you and helping the city. So it was really a no-brainer. We raised a lot of money. The money goes to the San Antonio Firefighters Benevolent Fund, so that helps firefighters that are injured. We're happy to support the community, to support the people that help protect the city.
This event goes well into midnight and hopefully for many more years. I'm Joshua Owen with UIWtv.
Thank you, Joshua. Such a great event honoring a great group of people. Well, this past weekend seemed like a very busy one for the San Antonio area.
It sure was, Paige. We had the first annual Alamo City Film Festival alongside our 7th Comic-Con.
UIW's very own Alex Trevino has more on the event.
Hello, Cardinals, and we're coming to you from Alamo City Comic-Con 2015. We're going to show you all the sights and sounds. We've got celebrities, we've got artists, we've got vendors, and we've got attendees. So come on with me and let's see what we find. The sights and sounds of Alamo City Comic-Con 2015. From vendors to artists, vehicle displays to wrestling, cosplayers to Star Wars, there was a little something for everyone.
Last year was our first year where we did my little daughter as the M2D2, and this year my little boy is debuting his C-3PO or L-3PO costume, and we'll later have our two daughters who are doing Stormtroopers as well.
For founder and CEO Apple de la Fuente, 2015 is his biggest year yet, with over 80,000 attendees expected to invade the Henry B. Convention Center.
2015 is a lot bigger than 2014. And we have a lot of different things going on. As you're able to see, there's a lot more activities going on. There's a lot more comic book stores here, representing a lot more comic book artists here. So it's a big event for San Antonio this year.
While it was fun to get a glimpse of Flash Gordon himself, Sam Jones, and Judith Hogue from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fame, it was the family atmosphere that made the con the place to be. So you got the kids cosplaying already? They look like they should be in school.
They're not here. These aren't the droids you're looking for.
What matters to me is my guests are having fun, and the people are having fun, and that's what matters.
And we're wrapping it up here at Alamo City Comic-Con 2015. And I got to say, it's been great. It's been awesome. We've seen quite a bit. I've made a few friends, as you can see behind me. And for more on this story, if you want to see an extended version, visit our YouTube page, and we'll bring you even more sights and sounds. So, I'm Alex Trevino for UIWtv, and go Cardinals!
Thank you, Alex. Comic-Con seemed like a very fun time.
I heard that Stan Lee showed up.
Speaking of Stan Lee, Fantastic Four has been out in theaters since early August. Lee was interviewed by Larry King about the surprisingly unsuccessful film, and his response didn't seem at all happy. He was quoted saying, "Well, it was probably because I didn't have a cameo in it, and they didn't discuss the story with me."
Ouch, that seems like a diss to me. On a lighter note, some other highly talked about movies in the box office right now are The Perfect Guy, Maze Runner, The Scorched Trials, and Ant-Man.
Those are some must-see. Cardinals, we have also had a busy month on campus as well. On the 15th, we celebrated Hispanic Heritage Month by hosting our annual Salsa y Salsa competition.
Devin Villarreal went out to the event and spotted celebrity judges and many students participating. Let's take a look.
Hey there, Cardinals. I'm Devin Villarreal, and I'm here at the 2nd annual Salsa y Salsa competition, where contestants are able to put their own flair on salsa. Let's go taste what they have.
Originally, we started the salsa competition last year. It was part of the Hispanic Heritage Committee's initiative to really recognize and celebrate Hispanic heritage. We had a really successful event last year, so we thought that we would try it again this year.
The judges sampled 9 salsas in total. They discussed their favorites and the taste testing process with us.
It was very hard to choose because the salsas were all very unique in flavor, and all of them had depth of flavor. So they're very good salsa. We got some good salsa makers here on campus.
But ultimately, the judges chose one winner, marketing major Maxwell Harlow, who was surprised to win the competition.
So is this a family recipe, or is this your own take on it?
It's kind of like mixing it. It was a family recipe, but I had to change it because I know UIW students are not spicy lovers a lot, like in Mexico, so I had to change it a little bit, but still tastes good, still has the same flavor. So.
Well, I'm gonna try some, so. Oh, it is really spicy, but it's really good. I'm Devin Villarreal, reporting for UIWtv.
Thank you, Devin. That salsa did look a little spicy.
It did. Well, that's all the events we have to cover for you today, Cardinals. We'll be back with sports.
A promise was made. A promise that hit the beaches of Normandy.
a covenant that split the skies over Berlin, a vow that captured Iwo Jima. A promise was made, a solemn oath that liberated Seoul, a sacred trust that defended Khe-Sanh, a pact that dug in Da Nang, a contract that weathered Tet. A promise was made, a pledge that stormed the desert in Iraq, a bond that patrolled door to door in Fallujah, an IOU that braved IEDs in Kandahar. A promise was made to America's veterans, a promise we all must keep. DAV fights for all veterans and their families so they get the health care, financial benefits, and support they earned. If you're a veteran who needs help or you'd like to help us keep the promise, visit DAV.org.
Hey Cardinals, and welcome to UIWtv Sports. I'm Trey Colbert.
And I'm Lauren Peterson. We have a lot of Cardinal sports news for you today. Let's start with cross country.
Leading off, both the men's and women's cross country teams are ranked in the top 15 in the United States by the Track and Field and Cross Country Coaches Association. The women are ranked 14th and the men are 15th. Both teams will head out to the Roy Griok Invitational, hosted by the University of Minnesota on Saturday.
The women's volleyball team has been 2-7 so far this season. They travel to Arkansas this weekend to play the Central Arkansas Bears. Their next home game will be October 10th against Sam Houston State. Make sure to come check it out.
Men's soccer are ranked 10th in the latest National Coaches Association of America West region for the first time in their Division I history. Last week, our Cardinals took on Central Arkansas. We go to Olivia Almarudes for more on the story.
Hey Cardinal fans, today I'm at Benson Stadium where the men's soccer team is competing against Central Arkansas. Let's see what the coaches and players have to say about today's game.
Head coach Vince Martinez explained what he was pleased with in his team's level of play.
The effort, you know, I mean, we really stress that in training about guys when they step on to give it their all, and for the most part, everyone did that. And so you can see it towards the end. Everyone was still active and looking to get in and contribute, and that's about. I mean, as a coach, that makes you happy.
Midfielder Noah Keats gave us his thoughts as he went into today's game.
Really good game, and we just come out on the pitch and started off really well, and we thought let's have no regrets, and yeah, it was a great game, especially for me. Good hat-trick.
Defender Alfredo Zendejas talked about how he plans to move forward after today's win.
Just keep our heads up, you know, keep moving forward, and then don't let this 8-1 result affect us in any way.
Senior captain Jonathan Camarena gave us his perspective on his team's success for this season.
It seems like we're getting into a rhythm. Okay, we won last game, we win today's game, and I think we just need to stay focused.
Congratulations to the men's soccer team and their spectacular win today. Make sure to come out next Friday, September 25th at 7 p.m. to watch the UIW versus UIW Mexico game. I'm Olivia Almarudes reporting for UIWtv. Go Cards!
Thanks, Olivia. The men's soccer team is now 4-2. Noah Keats leads the team with 7 goals and 2 assists this season. He has already been named the WAC Offensive Player of the Week twice this year. Friday we'll see men's soccer team host the UIW Mexico campus. Although the game will not count for a regular season, we encourage Cardinals to go out and support both teams in what should be a very exciting competition.
For women's soccer, the team has been 3-7 so far. They will play away this Friday against Southeastern Louisiana and Sunday against Nichols. The girls' next home game will be Friday, October 2nd against Central Arkansas.
The tennis team sent a number of players to different tournaments this past week. Yasub Smallyan and Sebastian Mortier managed to win the doubles tournament at the Islander Open in Corpus Christi. The duo defeated UT Arlington and UT Rio Grande Valley in their route to winning the tournament. The women's team were unfortunately unable to pick up a win. Both teams open up regular season soon. The men's team will play at the San Antonio Country Club on October 3rd, and the women's team will play in St. Mary's tournament next weekend.
The UIW football team has been 2-1 so far this season. They traveled to the University of Texas El Paso this weekend to play at 7 p.m. Olivia Almarudes met with the football team in their lead-up to playing Nichols last week. Here's more on the story.
Hey Cardinal fans, today I'm at Benson Stadium where the UIW football team is gearing up for this week's game against Nichols. Let's see what coaches and players have to say about this week's game.
Well, I'm excited about it. It's a home game, and we play well at home, and
and our guys, got beat last week, and they're mad about it, and I think we'll bounce back and play very well. I think we have great resiliency, we have great character on the team, and I'm looking forward to it.
Sophomore quarterback Trent Britton told us how it feels to be back in the game.
It's great to be back out there with the guys and playing the sport that I'm here for, and just be back out there with my family and just good to play football again.
Senior linebacker Mike Tavares told us of how he expects to keep the momentum going for this week's game.
Do what my coaches tell me to do, I guess. Just playing my keys, doing my assignment, and just playing football.
We spoke to senior linebacker Peyton Giebler about his opinion on this week's game.
We came out really strong in the first game, and obviously this last game we gave up more points than we wanted to, but still, even from this last game, I really think we've had some points we can build on. I think this week we can probably play our best game we've had all year.
Tight end Cole Wick told us what he expects from his final season.
I'd like to go out, with a winning record, a lot of yards receiving, a lot of good blocks, just stats, a lot of good stats. So.
Best of luck to the UIW football team this Saturday in their comeback game against Nichols. I'm Olivia Almarutis reporting for UIWtv. Go Cards!
We're coming for you, Nichols.
Well, Cardinals, that's all for UIWtv Sports today. My name is Trey Colbert.
And I'm Lauren Peterson. Be sure to stick around for weather with UIW's own Ruben Gonzalez.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm meteorologist Ruben Gonzalez with your weather updates. Clear start to the day, and it's a beautiful day outside. As we take a look at our AT&T Science Hall sky cam in high definition, we see a few high, thin cirrus clouds high up in the atmosphere, but no low-lying clouds, which indicates we're kind of rain-free for now. Clear skies around the area, but temperatures outside, we're seeing around 85 degrees here on campus out of our thermometer station over at AT&T Science Hall. Winds are coming out of the southeast at 7 miles per hour, and it's still a little bit drier, around 36% humidity. And as we take a look at temperatures across the area, right at the airport, we have 84 degrees, a little bit warmer up toward the hill country, 86 starting to warm up there in Kerrville. It's actually really warm down at Eagle Pass, 90 degrees already. So it's going to be another hot day down in Southwest right there, 88 over at Carrizo Springs. And so today's highs, we're still going to warm back up into the mid-90s here in the metro area. So 94 expected out of the airport. If you're going to drive up to New Braunfels for today, expect temperatures to be around 96. If you're going to go down to the coast, it'll be a little bit cooler, 93 over at Queto, 91 over in Goliad, but it'll be a little bit more stickier just because you're a little bit closer to the Gulf area. So, but here on campus though, sunshine, abundant sunshine all day, and then we'll have around 93 degrees here on campus, and then lows tonight will go down to around the mid to upper 60s here in the metro area. But as we take a look at our morning lows, as you walk out the door tomorrow morning, we'll still have a little bit of humidity in the air. We'll be around mid-70s here in the metro area, and then 76 over in New Braunfels, and then a little bit cooler up toward the north, around 69 over in Lakey and the Rock Springs area. And now, as we take a look at your future forecast, tomorrow evening we do have a soccer game. UIW men's soccer will play against UIW Mexico. And for your game day, they'll start out like around 90 degrees over in the late evening, so with mostly sunny skies. There may be a few clouds in the area, but I mean, I won't rule out a possibility of a thunderstorm or two that go through the metro area late tomorrow evening. But the rain chance is still really low. Now for your 5-day, so for Friday, I would keep the sunshine I'll keep the sunshine in the forecast, and then around mid-90s for your high temperature tomorrow. And then Saturday, there may be a little bit leftover moisture just to work with, and we'll have a few thunderstorms fire up, especially down toward the Gulf Coast. And some of them, if they're strong enough, they'll make it all the way up into the metro area. So around 92 degrees for Saturday and Sunday, and then starting your work week around the low 90s, abundant sunshine, and then we'll see some of the nighttime lows starting to cool down to around 69 to 68 degrees. And it'll be and the fall temperatures will start to settle in as we progress into the future. I'm meteorologist Ruben Gonzalez with your weather update. Thank you for tuning in. Let's go Cardinals.
Ruben. And that's all for today's broadcast. Be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter,
and visit us at UIWtv.org. I'm Leah Hill.
And I'm Candace Garner. Have a good day.